Looks like the ethical tank is back on the menu. Raptors down 17 at half, and three unlikely sources carry them back into a game and nearly get them over the line. Let's break it down in tonight's post-game show. Ladies and gentlemen, the true Raptors could be back. I don't know. Hey, they've won 8 of their last 10 games, largely down to their defense. And they didn't show that defense in the first half. They showed it in the second half and played really well in the second half, and some promising signs for a lot of promising players. And we'll touch on that in just a moment here. But this is our post-game show. Drop a like if you do enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content just like it on the main channel. Tons of content this week ahead of the trade deadline. Make sure you're subscribed to Amateur Hour Sports. And for the best clips, make sure you're subscribed to Amateur Hour Reactions. But a 121-115 loss to the Knicks. More than a respectable loss against a formidable force in this New York Knicks team. The Knicks 33-17 coming into this game. Raptors 16-33 coming into this game. However, the Raptors in the last 10 games have won 8. In the first 39 games, they won 8. So 8, same amount of wins in the last 10 as the first 39. The Raptors are different as of late. And the reason they're different is because of how well they have played defensively over the last 10 games. Other than, like before this Knicks game coming to tonight, the Raptors had the best defense over the 10-game sample size in the entire NBA. But first half, they didn't really showcase that. Unfortunately, they just got absolutely bullied. Defensively, they struggled. Biggest reason why was Karl Anthony Towns. They couldn't handle his size. It was pretty clear that something was up with Jakob Poeltl. He wasn't playing well, wasn't moving well. Ended up leaving the game at halftime with an injury. Made sense. He didn't look right in the first half. I mean, tinfoil hat. Whereas we'll speculate, was it a trade in the works? Yes, credible sources have said he didn't look right. It's more likely than not, much more likely than not, he was hurt and came out of the game as a result. But couldn't live with Cat on the boards all through the night, but specifically in the first half. 6 offensive rebounds in the first half. Ended the game with 9 offensive rebounds, 20 rebounds in total. And he killed us. Absolutely killed us in the first half. Brought us into the solid first half as well. And 68 points at half. Not typical for the Raptors as of late. Also in the first half, Raptors offense was dried up. 3 of 12 from 3 in the first half. They only had 51 points at the half. And the reason was Knicks were being physical. They were denying the three-point shot for the Raptors and denying everything at the rim. They were betting on the Raptors just settling for inefficient mid-range shots, which is what happened. Barnes was 5 of 15, I think it was, at halftime. And all the offense basically is coming from Barnes' mid-range creation. It's helping his game this season to have that mid-range shot, but it cannot be the source of offense for this Raptors team, which it was in the first half. The Knicks played the math game, and it was paying dividends. Second half, things changed. The Raptors got a lot more aggressive defensively, denied a lot more from the Knicks, and they were up for this one big time in the second half. End up going 8 of 17 in the second half on threes. Did a much better job of finding creation there, so adjustments were made. Well done to find those adjustments and to get those shots up. So we'll credit coaching staff for that. Also, the Raptors took 4 chucked up threes at right in the last possession. So up until they took bad shots, they were 7 of 14 from 3, or 8 of 14 from 3 in the second half, but for those ridiculous attempts late in the game to try and save it down by 2 possessions. So props to the coaching staff for making those necessary adjustments defensively and offensively, because it was a completely different second half from the Toronto Raptors, who were plus 11 in the second half. Again, just wasn't enough in the end, but strong performances. And the catalyst behind that strong second half performance, man, big shout out. Jamal Shead. I mean, the chain goes out to a player when the Raptors win, but Jamal Shead was the MVP tonight. 16 points off the bench, 9 assists. He played so well and brought so much energy, keeping the Raptors afloat in the first half and bringing them back into the game in the second half. Also got a big night from Jacoby Walter, 5 of 7, 3 of 4 from 3, 13 points. And good night from Mobo, back in rotation, finally. Only 4 points, but you felt his presence there on the floor as well. Perhaps some good reps for the 905 have done him well, but I continue to say I support more mobile play time. So hey, 3 rookies making an impact on this game, losing by a little bit. The ethical tank is back, baby. Look, it's just one game against a really good Knicks team, but hey, we're still we still got to understand who we are, where we are in the standings. I don't like the trade deadline is on Thursday. I still believe that the tank is the best course of action for this team. Results like this are great for that tank. This is what I want. Look, competitive basketball, good performance, good adjustments. Like coaches did well with it in the second half. Players played really well second half. I support this kind of play from the Raptors. Tanking is still the right course of action for the team, so this is the ideal sort of game for that to happen. As a whole, in the end, possession battle really did just kill the Raptors. They lose by 6, but they get out-rebounded on offense by 6. On the offensive by 7, 17 rebounds, offensive rebounds for the Knicks, 10 for the Raptors. Raptors commit one more turnover, and despite the efficient game in the end by the Raptors, just not enough juice for this one to go to the line because the Knicks were efficient themselves, even though they struggled in the second half and struggled with that weird lineup by the Raptors, with Walter, with Shead, with Mobo. But hey, props to the Raptors. They played well. We have one more game before the trade deadline, and it is certainly a possibility that this is the last time we see the Raptors as they are. Like I said, I'm sure I'm confident Pirtle is just injured, but who knows? Maybe something is in the works there. But down to 16-34 on the season. Another tough game coming up on tomorrow, second night of a back-to-back against the Grizzlies. Then you're away at Houston and OKC. 3 really tough games in a row here. But the Raptors, as we know it, could be about to change. And, hey, if whoever this could be their last game, maybe a fun game to be a part of. Maybe it's Chris Boucher's time is up. He missed this game with an illness. Flu's been going around. Maybe he's actually sick. Maybe a trade is in the works. Pirtle left at halftime. He's probably injured, but, hey, maybe something in the works. Maybe something else going to go down. Whatever it is, these are the type of performances that I want. Smart adjustments and recognition from a basketball standpoint when it needs to be done by the coaching staff. Way too often that's not the case. We got it tonight. Positive performances from the young players. Good morale, coming out of this game as well. We're not going to be greedy. We won 8 of their last 10. We played well here. We got it wrong in the first half. We got it right in the second half. Let's keep on progressing things and try to progress this thing and develop this thing. It doesn't need to be full-on going for a play-in tournament spot. It can be in games like this. I walk away from this game definitely extremely satisfied, but let me know if you guys feel the same way. Again, I'll be live on the main channel, Amateur Sports, at the trade deadline. I'll be live 2 hours before and 1 to 2 hours after to cover everything as it unfolds and to recap everything that we saw. Very happy to be back doing these sorts of streams, so make sure you do tune in. But wherever you're watching this, for post-game shows for Raptors games or for live streams, wherever you're watching, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you do hit that like button as well to help us reach some new viewers with that YouTube algorithm. And I will see you again next time tomorrow as the Raptors take on the Memphis Grizzlies.